Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 24 carries, 64 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, "Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball."
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 8th season in the league, and that's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: the hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
That's out quickly to Chenault. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On the handoff, Stevenson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 5. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Second and 10. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Stevenson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage?
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ramondre Stevenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets it up past the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, leap it. He will make the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll swing this out to Tony. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is to get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Man open. It's Tony. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, now Garoppolo. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Stevenson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Try and run for the 1st with Stevenson. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Play action, Garoppolo. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. This is Stevenson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. Now Garoppolo. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Anthony Ferkser, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. On second and very short, Allen finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throws this one right side to Pascal. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again on second down. Allen, and right side, Henry's got it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started out in Denver, and it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we're going to stay in the AFC West as we head to Vegas to check in on the Raiders at home in Allegiant Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Corey Davis, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Kareem Hunt, a touchdown run in the victory. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now Allen. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down carry for Barkley. The strong running. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Allen. Complete. It's Henry.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air. Allen gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Hunter Henry from 21 yards away. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. The lead is theirs here in the third quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible, I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen. And caught by Henry.
7 yards the pickup there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd down and 3.
Here's Allen to throw it. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Bud Dupree was a 1st-round draft pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers and really blossoming his last few years there, teaming with T.J. Watt to create quite the duo. Dupree had 8 sacks in 2020 before hurting his knee in Week 12, 11.5 in 2019, and signed with Tennessee for 5 years and better than $82 million.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, a run with Gainwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Gainwell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gainwell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And this is Gainwell.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now Gainwell.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing is Allen.
Flushed out, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Allen. That's complete to Lamb.
Yeah, they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining.
Now Allen. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for L.A., they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.